But I haven't had a significant other ever. I know, surprise.
What?
I know.
Oh, honey. Welcome to the OHoney podcast,
where you get the sticky and the sweet with Summer
and Amanda
and
Patrick Starrr, everyone. By the way, for our listeners right now, we have Patrick in this. I'll let you describe your outfit.
These are my casual pajamas. It's a floor-length ostrich lace kind of nightgown. I thought, why not for the both of you? Show out, bring the best.
And
you look
incredible. And that ring. That is beautiful.
We got diamonds, we got Patrick Starrr, so it's a full effect also visually. So.
And also the makeup, which
yes.
you need to teach me everything.
A face for radio, right?
Yeah. Well, we have cameras here today too.
Cool.
You're not missing out on this.
Okay.
We wouldn't miss out on this.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who Patrick Starrr is, well, you're going to learn today. Because you started basically a YouTube empire from your makeup, from your transformations, from your collaborations. You've collaborated with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Tyra Banks, Paris Hilton. But just started YouTube and Instagram, just posting makeup looks on myself. Never thought it would be something, especially like a man in makeup in this beauty industry dominated by these supermodels and cosmetics. It's so unconventional, but we're in 2019 now. And we're making moves and changes, and there's that white space to fill. So.
Yeah, I mean, some of the biggest YouTubers doing makeup was one of them, James Charles, you would say?
James
Yourself.
Charles, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's boys that are coming up, creating disruption. We're sparking conversations within brands to be inclusive.
Yeah, I love
from
that.
color to race to gender to orientation. That way people feel included, because I think at first you would think beauty was so cookie cutter in the past, but I think it just goes beyond digital, that we're able to create change and inspire people. Because I think when I first started, there was just so many people and so many kids that were suicidal, that were kicked out, that were disowned by their own families. But I think I've been so blessed with social media and the power of the web to just inspire people, because I look at my social media like a refuge center, and it's just really, really special that people could find hope and happiness through my mom when they don't have theirs, through my dad when they don't have theirs, through my siblings when they don't have theirs, with my peers when they don't have theirs. Yeah. So I think it's really special for me to have been blessed with this, and to have brand partnerships. Supporting this, like MAC, having 5 collections in a row all of last year, and my big ass being plastered internationally in every single country. Like it's like Philippines, Mexico,
and
Europe.
Such beautiful campaigns.
Yeah, and beautiful campaigns that I was able to create on my own with Mac's will to allow me to do that, to provide change, and to see me there. Imagine like a little boy or a little girl seeing myself, either whether it's on the red carpet, here on your podcast. I think is cool and special, and that's my duty here.
Yeah, I love that.
That's
and
beautiful.
That's probably what inspires you even more and motivates you to keep going, I'm sure. Is
Yeah, I think the irony is too is I think if you look at the beauty industry from a bird's eye view, it's those bitches are just vain. They just want to wear lashes and look cute and go on free trips. And it's not about vanity for me. I'm still this plus size gay bald brown boy at home creating content to inspire people. It's all selfless from my point of view. From my point of view at the end of the day, because I'm just here to help people.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've never heard an angle like that taken on it. It's because the beauty thing is what people aspire to too. It's I want to be beautiful. I want to be able to put on the makeup and feel good about how I look. But like you taking that angle with it and that perspective with it too is so many layers that it's just like, wow.
Right.
It kind of
Like through
blows you
your
away.
skits, I'm sure you make people laugh. It's something intangible. And I think with beauty, I think people are able to pick up a lipstick or pick up a mascara, and they're able to feel empowered through a physical object beyond the platform that's a visual aid, such as social media. So when they actually get a piece of it, whether it's my makeup or whether it's another brand, they get to fall in love not with just me, but with the brand, but ultimately with themselves at the end of the day. So that's cool.
Such a powerful brand, Patrick.
It's
This is
cool.
amazing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. And you're super close with your family?
Yeah, super close. I think it's really important that before my mom was like, no, I don't want to be seen. I don't want. Now they just love it. You know, like I think it's important if you're listening and you're over 30, if you're over 40, get social media if you don't have it. And I think it's important to stay connected and be connected because there's so much that you can learn from the internet. And I find my parents being so engaged. And it's a new way of just communication.
Yeah, and learning. too. It's like you're exposed to so many different things, like if it's different cultures, you know, it's just through social media, it makes the world such a smaller place. And I think it creates understanding. Obviously, there's like hate comments and all that stuff that exists, you know, for everybody. But the way I see it, the fact that I can travel to any country and just meet people there that have seen my content or follow my stuff, like I'm like, that's incredible, because like this is me doing stuff in the US that people all the way in Indonesia or India, or even when I went to the small islands in the Maldives, like I'm like, what are, like, this is crazy.
No,
Yeah.
it's insane.
And it's so connecting. Like,
yeah, it's so cool.
yeah, and you're able to just inspire so many people through it, so it's
Thank
amazing.
you.
But I want to know through
Like,
like your
let's get pounded.
Ask me anything.
yeah, I want to know through so your coming out process to your family. What was that kind of like?
I think it was just a given. I'm the oldest of three boys.
Yeah.
Patrick, Peter, Paul, all named after saints. Grew up Catholic, Filipino. And we, like, I think I was already just doing hair for like my friends for homecoming, like getting some extra cash for like 20, 30 bucks. I was doing photo shoots.
And they're
I
paying
was
for that, those hairstyles
yeah,
too. For
so
those things.
I was doing that like as a 9th grader, but I think I never really had like an official coming out. I think just because of my social circumstances where I had no cousins around me. Everyone was in the Philippines. So no cousins, no aunts, no uncles, no grandparents. It was just my mom, my dad, and the 3 boys. So for them, they rather would have kept me than disown me. And I think that was something really, really powerful of them to do, was to keep me and just own it and just learn and ask a lot of questions.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was I was very lucky and very blessed to have that kind of experience. And they put me in Taekwondo. They put me in swimming. They took me they put me in piano lessons. They let me do photography. They let me, you know, do dance. They let me do a little bit of everything, and I think it shaped me to who I am today. So
That's awesome. Fun. What was your favorite thing out of all the things they allowed
I
you?
just love freaking working. I just loved creating with other people. I was like, my friend's mom, she had like this makeup kit where she was, you know, that multi-level marketing where you just like sell makeup.
Yeah,
makeup, sell makeup.
Oh, what was
and
the names?
Mary Kay.
she had like a Mary Kay kit, and she just was like, I'm done, I'm just gonna throw this away. I was like, no, save it. And then I just took those like little samples and I would just use it for like my photo shoots and stuff and practice. And I was photoshopping makeup on the computer, and I was working at Panera Bread. I was also teaching classical piano at 16 years old.
What?
Wow.
So you fully learned how to play piano.
Are you good?
I mean, I could still
Like
read any
minus
kind
the
of
nails.
Yeah, minus the nails.
Is it hard with the nails?
Yeah, it's a little bit hard
By
with
the
the
way,
nails.
your nails are beautiful. I'm like,
Thank
I like
you.
keep watching them. I'm like, you're so great.
Thank you. But yeah, I learned to discipline myself early on, and I knew that I always wanted to work with people. Originally, I was going to school for nursing, but then I wanted to suffice and make money and work, and so I was teaching piano, I was doing photography, I was doing hair and makeup on the side, and I was a full-time student. So it was just innately like in me to, I'm sure you guys as kids like love doing a lot of things, and it just manifests to what we do today. And creating content, like doing different things and doing what we love.
Yeah, I love that. Would you say your makeup skills have improved for when you were doing it?
Yes, girl. Oh my gosh. Like, yeah.
Do you look back at stuff and be like, oh my God, I'm so...
We all
do that all the time.
time.
Like old pictures, like old progress pics for me,
Old
like when I'm working.
hairstyles.
Yeah, everything. What about when I used to do
Yes.
my makeup as a like in high school? I'm like, oh my God, why did I do that?
The funny part is we're probably gonna do the same exact thing.
I'm gonna watch this back
today.
Yeah.
Like,
Every
like,
single
why?
stage in life. And then we're gonna get to a point where we look back and be like, oh my God, it was so beautiful then. I was so young. Should have done more.
we'll still have Facetune, girl.
We'll get there. What are your thoughts on that? Like,
I think the funny part is a lot of people say like, oh my God, you look so smooth in person.
Yeah,
you
you
look
do.
so like
you
glam
mean
in person.
zero.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny. But I like to keep it pretty natural. I think if you're able to flaunt it on video, the video is where the proof is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Proof
do you get
is
that?
in
Like,
the
oh my
videos.
God, like, what do you get? Like, oh my God, you're so much taller, you're so much more pretty in person.
Yeah, because of all the video content.
Yeah, the video. Like, people are just
Because
so
usually I'm
glad.
making myself look worse in my videos. So, yeah.
Yeah. But I love it. I think if it's an extension of artistry, then that's fine. But if you're distorting like a whole perception of reality, then that's when there's
And
a fine
for me,
line.
it's like sad mentally because it's like you in your head, like, or you have this like person that you have to live up to be, and that's not who you are. So it's like, stay true to yourself. And like, it's one thing to kind of do, everyone does a little here and there, but it's like, sometimes it's like, wow, in person, it's like that. It's like, it's sad.
Like you
for
almost
that.
want to tell your friends too, like, that one was like,
A little much.
That was
It's
a
like,
little much,
You
that
don't
one.
want, like, don't you want to like feel proud and like be like
but
that's
then
who
again,
you are
you
in
also
person too?
Yeah. You also don't want to tell them though, because you also don't want to like make them self-conscious about it.
So do you have a panel of like, do you both have a panel of like a process of approving pictures?
No,
like,
do you?
No, I'm just saying.
I was like, do we need one?
No. If it's like, if you're at a roadblock to posting a picture and you don't know, or like a caption, do you have like a process? Like I'll check. If I don't know, then I'll ask like my brother.
Yeah.
If it's not my brother, then
Oh,
I'll ask
right.
like
My boyfriend.
Like, okay, it's
Yeah.
his boyfriend first,
Yeah.
and then
I'll be like,
if
is
you
this-
don't agree with him, who's your next?
Myself. Because I don't have the patience to wait to send it out and then like get response.
Right.
Like, I'm always like, I'm super like,
Yeah,
I want now.
I'm pretty hard on myself, so I pretty much know if
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate it or not, right? When I see the picture.
Yeah.
Have you ever like lowered your standards? You see a
Yeah.
picture like, no, never posting that. You have nothing to post. You're going through your phone. You're like, actually,
okay.
that's not too bad.
Yeah,
I'll do this
me
one.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
for me, like photoshopping and stuff, for me, it's like I don't like Photoshop my body at all because it's like if I have a zit here and there, I'll do that. For me, I want to show girls like my hard work. Like I work really hard for my body, and like that's my hard work. So I'm not gonna Photoshop and I'm not gonna do things to like lie to girls, So that's why I don't Photoshop.
But some people don't do it to lie to people. Like they do it just because
No,
they
but I
think
want to
it's
show
like,
like my
oh, like
real
that's
results.
like,
I just want to be real to people. But that's just
Same
me.
with my makeup, girl. I spend
Yeah.
hours on this face, so
Yeah.
you're gonna see it, and you're gonna see it in person.
Yeah, and I put a lot of hard work like in the
Yeah.
gym, like kicking my ass. And the thing is
Yeah.
that if I don't like the picture, I'm just gonna have to work harder.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's good.
But no offense to anyone who does do that. It's just me personally. I like to stay true to myself and my real. If I'm doing that, then I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish I looked like that in real
Yeah,
life.
if you're shopping your picture and then preaching like
natural
all
gains,
natural,
all natural,
yeah.
no Photoshop, and then you're doing it. It's like
questionable.
Do you guys believe in like digital detox?
Yeah,
You
what's
do?
that?
I think that's the
Like stepping away from your
Oh,
phone,
yeah,
like
yeah.
having like an hour, or like at a dinner, like
An hour.
not an hour, but like
5
or
minutes.
an hour is a lot to
No,
people.
no, I totally, I get
Hour
you.
is crazy.
No,
I saw
yeah.
this video. I forgot which outlet did it. They put teenagers in a room in a studio, and they put their phone in front of them on a coffee table and filmed them for 20 minutes, and they were so antsy.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
I'm
like-
29, so like I
Yeah.
can be without my phone for a few hours. Like I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine, but it's crazy that kids nowadays
They don't
can't
know what to
live-
do.
Yeah.
They don't know
But
how to
yeah,
function
and I
without
think it's not a trend, but I find that this generation there's more depression and anxiety and mental health. Is it a correlation? Like,
Yeah.
is it too early to
I
tell?
think everything, too much of anything's bad. Too much sugar is bad. Too much anything's bad. But if you do it in moderation, it doesn't have to be horrible, detrimental to you. but too much of anything's bad. So I think if that we use social media, whereas like we go on, we use it to the things that we're talking about, we're connecting to people, all that stuff, and then you can live a life outside of it. It's people's lives. It's their everyday
That's the
thing.
issue though, is like instead of making it your life, making it an accessory to your life. Like not just like, this is my everything. If this phone dies.
We are becoming Sims.
Yeah, right? I used to play that game all the time.
Same.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite. I didn't have it on my computer when I was little, so I would go to my neighbors to play The Sims.
Oh my
I've never
god.
played Sims. My mom didn't let us have video games.
Yeah, well, it probably wasn't age appropriate.
Oh my gosh, you feel like
Making love and making babies.
Yeah, every second in the game.
If iPhones were around when I was a kid, oh my god, my mom was no video games. I had no cable. I had nothing. My mom was like, go out and play. You're a kid.
Yeah.
If iPhones were a thing, my mom would be like
Now
locking us in a box.
looking back, do you appreciate that?
Oh, I love it. I grew up on a ranch and stuff, so it's like I was out like my childhood, like looking back, like just if I'm upset at life, I can look back. Like if I had one wish, I'd go back for like I just want like a day back into that life. Like it was the best time of my life.
Running around the neighborhood, like
being a kid.
Yeah, coming up with games.
Like I didn't wear
being
shoes.
You had a similar childhood.
I wasn't on a ranch, but like.
Well, you have such a wild imagination.
Thanks.
So like I grew up on 5 acres, no cable, no internet.
Oh wow!
And
so
the
you guys
grocery store was like 30 minutes away, and I think I was left with like local channels, so that included like, pageants like once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
And on the local channels, I have like
Which
5
you
channels.
work with Tyra?
Yeah, I work with Tyra. I work with her now.
Yeah.
I love Tyra.
Full circle.
She's
She's
amazing.
so empowering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if looking back at my childhood, and you could say with your imagination, like I think we were given such a canvas to play with, and an imagination, given the few crayons that we had to color with.
Oh yeah.
So
You had to have an imagination.
Yeah. But
Like-
now social media, I think we're drowned with Pinterest. And we're pinning stuff, and
Everyone's making our
It's like,
imagination for
like
us.
how do I be creative? I'll just go on Pinterest and
You don't have to use your mind
I'm
anymore.
creative. That's everybody
Yeah.
else's ideas.
I think it's important though to kind of like step away from the phone and just live and find inspiration.
That's when I get the best writing too.
Yeah?
It's when I'm just with friends, just talking about things, and then funny things start to come up, and then you build and escalate.
My notes
It's
is like so many little things because I think about it. I'm like, I gotta write it down. My best, because once a year I always in the summer go back to Colorado where I'm from and go camping with my family with no service. Like for a week or two, we have no service. We're just out in the. It's like that's like the best detox in the world, and you really get a sight of like what matters. I'm with my family. I have no internet, phone, bullshit. Like you literally like it's like so amazing. Like like little things like you're just on your like sometimes it literally makes me mad at myself. I'm like, why am I doing this? And then you get and I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm like, I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
On the iPhone
No,
you can see how
I
many
just
hours
shut it
you
off.
put on your
I
phone.
just hit the side button if I ever catch myself doing that.
You're
I'm like,
have you guys looked at how long you've been on your phone? On the new iPhones, it tells you what apps you've been on, how long.
I think that's a great
I
feature.
saw that. I was
It
like,
is,
I
it
can't do
is.
this anymore.
Yeah.
I was like,
It
you can put
is.
timers. You can literally put a timer where it will come off
Yeah.
and it will like not let you, and then you need a code to get
Oh,
in it
nice.
to do. You can like have a code.
Yeah.
I'm like, Bennett, make a code
I
for me.
mean-
Don't tell me the code.
a blessing and a curse. Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse.
We wouldn't
It's
be
a
here without it.
double-edged sword.
And at the
Right.
same time,
Yeah,
maybe
we
we're doing other
I know
things.
people who are like people who got popular off social media. We're talking about that. People on the outside are probably like, "Shut the f up,"
Well, for people that want to be as successful as you both, or like anyone that's been here on your episodes, like do you to be on social media or Instagram or YouTube, like what is like your advice to like shut off, like because you're such entrepreneurs, you have a multitude of businesses, a platform, like when do you take that hat off?
Yeah.
Like how do you know?
See, it's hard with what we do is because, like what I say is like a 9-to-5 job, that when you're
It
off
shuts
at
off.
5,
Yeah.
you're done. You can go home, you can do your own thing. It's like with us, there's no time slot. We can literally wake up 2 in the morning and work. We could, so it's like hard to like.
So
like
you
when to work.
gave the example of like your camping trip, and do you have something like that? Like I go to like the food truck festivals on Sundays downtown.
Yeah.
My fat ass will go eat. I'm just snapping food.
I love
It's
farmers
completely,
markets
like
and- yeah.
off. It's not beauty, so it's something that I can engage in and enjoy and reinvigorate my senses,
Yeah.
just for like a day, well, like one day in the week. So do
Something
you
so
have something
simple.
similar? Is it working out for you?
Mine's working out too every day. I feel like
yeah,
that's sort of
mine's like a mix of working out and eating, and on Sundays.
She
like,
loses her phone so much, she can't ever find it. She's like,
That's it.
she's like, I don't even know. I'm not even on my phone.
She quote unquote loses her phone.
Yeah, no, I literally
She
do.
literally can't find it ever.
Because the way I use my platforms is I'll scroll through Instagram, see what my friends are up to. And if I need to find something out, I'll go on YouTube, maybe watch something or like look at some like sites or whatever and just search something really quick, got my answer, okay, I'm good. Or I'll be posting, and a lot of time I'm creating.
But you find so that equals to like being regimented, like you have a regimen, like day to night.
Yeah, like, okay, so when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is not grab my phone. I'm like, that's an issue. If the first thing that you're doing in the morning is waking up stressed, grabbing your phone, and then just doing everything on your phone that you miss when you're sleeping, I think that's so stressful. And it's also, especially if like you have a significant other that you're lying next to, or even if it's your dog, or even if it's like yourself, maybe roll over and like hug the person that you're next to, give them some kisses, say hello, good morning.
That's really interesting because like you're so successful and you're so calm. Like if you guys are listening, like you have this, or like both of you have this calm, down to earth aura, and you're such moguls in your own right. It's just really amazing.
I know, if you're like,
But
I
I think me as a kid, I've always been obsessed with like how things are drawn, how things are made, how do you do makeup, like how are magic tricks done. Like I was always obsessed with the process. So for anyone listening, I think it's really important for everyone to hear different types of ways to be successful. Like setting a regimen, stepping away, vacationing with your family or your loved ones, saying good morning, doing a face mask, because I think this next generation, it's going to be really hard because it's now regimented into their system to pick up the phone, to snap, to what do you call those things when there's like a streak? You want to streak each other.
Oh, people used to ask me like, "Want to go on a streak?" I'm like,
wait, I still don't know what that is.
I think you get
when you start a
points.
streak.
Yeah, if you start a streak on Snapchat, like you always have to reply, and then it adds up.
And then you have different emoji, but
yeah, you have a different emoji trophies. But if you stop, you lose it.
This is so funny because
It's like a tennis rally.
I've been on Snapchat
like a game
forever,
for
and I
kids.
was like one of the first ones to start doing like the Snapchat stories and grow like a big following on the platform. Still have no idea how to use that. Like I was still learning.
like, oh, that was that.
Yeah, that's how that
That's
works.
cool though.
Oh, honey, it's time for our sweet sponsor, HiSmile. Okay, let me just tell you that I have had painful experiences with teeth whitening brands. The ones that you do it at home, the professional ones, those zings. I could not handle it. And I was like, screw it. I am just not going to whiten my teeth, but I need to. So thank goodness for HiSmile, because they are literally one of the best teeth whitening kits ever, with their all new and improved teeth whitening kit, which is an absolute must in any beauty routine. Trust me, having these negative experiences with teeth whitening brands in the past, I was shocked at how pleasant HiSmile was. It is pain-free teeth whitening that I didn't think was possible until trying out their new gel formula, and there's no way I can go back to anything else now. If you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars at the dentist to whiten your teeth, then HiSmile's at-home alternative that doesn't cause any pain or sensitivity is the perfect addition to any beauty routine. Just to sweeten the deal a little bit more, they're offering all of our listeners 20% off for a limited time only. So use the code HONEY at checkout to receive 20% off HiSmile today. Enjoy your gorgeous, beautiful new smile coming at ya thanks to HiSmile, and enjoy that 20% off, because you already know we love giving you guys the hookup. You deserve it, and go get it. But I would say it's that, and then use your phone. But I don't know, I love being creative, and I'm the most creative when I'm not on my phone.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like when it's away, when it's a distraction a lot of the times, because if it's sitting right next to you, you just want to like, you'll start and then you'll be like, hear a buzz or hear something, and then you're in the hole. Like you just go down it.
Yeah, and for me, it's always like if I'm home bored, sometimes I catch myself getting, but if like I'm doing something, like when I'm doing stuff, I don't ever want to be on my phone. It's just when I'm doing nothing, but it's like keep yourself busy, like doing other things.
What would you say? What's your kind of way to stay sane? And
I think because I grew up being like a people person, I think having real people around you, like I'm surrounded by people that keep me in check. And sometimes we forget, like, you know, my whole team is from Orlando, and
hey,
I
Florida.
Florida in the house. So I think it was just so funny. Like I'll get big opportunities or stuff that's like, I forgot she was the shit, and I'm like, I forgot too. Like, you know, just. But I think they condition me to keep me grounded and humble. And sometimes I think you surprise yourself. And I think more importantly, the people that are giving us this platform, our subscribers and our fans are the ones that are driving that. And they could smell that from a mile away, whether you're in person or whether it's through the screen. So I think it's really important to have real people around you just to support that.
Yeah. No, that's so, your circle is definitely, you're so influenced whether you know it or not. Like you're picking up on little things from people around you all the time.
Always.
So you become what you're surrounded by, essentially.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you can kind of like dictate that too. People think, oh, this is what I'm stuck in. It's like, no, you can determine what's in your, like, you can move things out of your life and bring things in.
Always, like detox those negative Nancy's. I think it's important.
Yeah, get them out of there.
Yeah.
But even with your growth for dating, has that kind of changed things for you?
I think the older I get, the less tolerance I have. Or the more blunt I am, or the more bold I am, and just asking questions. But I haven't had a significant other ever. I know, surprise.
What?
I know. Everyone's like, no, really?
Everyone's like,
I know. I've never had a boyfriend, never had a girlfriend. I'm 29. I've just been surrounded by great people. I think it's just a matter of time before.
Now I want to play matchmaker. Now
oh
this
my
is
gosh,
like,
please.
Yeah, it goes in my head.
It's so crazy to me.
Okay. No, I would never guess that.
Yeah,
like,
really?
I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like, that's awesome that you're so like comfortable and are you ever lonely?
No, because I have so many good people around me.
See?
I think that's it. Like I'm never like longing for something. I think
Never, like,
I'm just learning. And I think just growing up too, like in high school, I was like that gay best friend to literally everyone. So I don't know if it's maybe where I've had PTSD hearing all the, you know, the crap and the
stories.
shit, like, all the stories and just learning. But I think I've only been on 2 dates.
Yeah. I want to hear about these. Do you want to? Is it okay if we talk about them? Okay.
Yeah. One was from this guy from Periscope, and was like, oh my God,
really?
right? Crazy. Was commenting, slid on my DMs. We just went on one date, and then another guy was just another one from Bumble.
Yeah.
And that was. Yeah, he's a lawyer now.
Yeah, and you stayed in contact?
Yeah, I stayed in contact here and there, but you know, at the time, this is when we started talking when like Mac was launching. Yeah. So busy. Like I remember we did my first meet and greet in the Philippines, and then since my parents haven't been to the Philippines in over 20 years, I said, why not just do a vacation? And I remember that time I was telling my friends on that trip with me about him, but then that was like my first collection with Mac. Yeah. And like first of many countries to visit for the entire year of that brand partnership. Wow. So it's like, you know what, we can just wait on that.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, because, you know, I think if I were to prioritize, like, you know, what was to happen, it's like, you know, I'm seeing these people at my meet and greets crying and work, and I said, you know what, why just be exclusive to one person when I can help, you know, so many. So I think that's where I prioritize myself, to be selfless and to utilize this platform, because I felt it was like so valuable.
Yeah, and it was a blessing.
I thought it was my own damn Miss Universe. Okay, so I was like, okay, let me.
I was about to say the shows that you watched, the shows that you had. You were like the pageants.
Yeah. I think it was really important because, you know, Mac Cosmetics was all about all ages, all sexes, all races, and to be inclusive and to celebrate that. They've also raised over $500 million in AIDS research, and they have such great philanthropy, brand messaging, and I think it was really important for me to be a part of that and to just spread the word. Just inclusivity and celebrate that. So
I love that.
I was like, you know, I think boys can wait.
Yeah, no, that's such a good message to people too that are like, I can't be alone. It's like, yeah, you can. I was like, in a relationship or without, I always held like the same level of happiness. If that sounds weird or bad, I don't know. But like when I'm by myself, I'm so happy. And when I'm with my boyfriend, I'm so happy. At the end of the day, you're just with yourself, you know? At the end of everything is just you, right?
Yeah, because when you're happy within, then you don't need, they just add to your happiness.
Yeah, you need validation. I think it was really cool. I guess I'm trying to imagine like what you were going through when you hit 25 million and you were just in your bathroom and then you're like, I'm gonna give 25 smiles back today.
Oh, yeah.
You just shot that. It was so genuine, so on, you know, so just honest. And it was just really, really special to see you as such a huge platform giving back to those in need so they can smile with what you do on a visual basis, but to physically give it back. And what were you doing that day? You were just like, I'm just gonna.
I was brainstorming what to do for my 25 million post, and then I remembered that I met this guy, Todd Krim, who's like, you know, does a lot of charitable work and like that's his whole life. And then we were sitting down trying to find out like what more we can do together to help the world, I guess, right? In little ways, like whatever's possible. And then when I was talking to him, because we were talking about what we both have worked on before, it's like a weird conversation because you're talking about what you've done and like what you still want to do. And it's like, you never want to brag about these things, but it's just like a part of life. It's like our responsibility as like a human in this world is to try to help others, whether it's through their content, whatever it is. And then when I was talking to him, he mentioned the foundation.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and I was like, that is amazing. Like, I definitely want to do something with them. And then I was thinking, okay, like, let me do a comedy, like a really good, like, produced video for my platform, and then I'll just, like, make everybody smile for, like, today, too. So that's,
and this
like,
wasn't like an Amanda Cerny like board panel meeting.
Oh,
like,
no.
What are we gonna do? Creative team
It
for.
never is.
It's just so funny because it's like you're just chilling in your bathroom, just brushing your hair. Like,
Yeah.
hey guys. Like, it was
I'm
cool,
like-
and I think everyone should take from that listening or watching that. I guess to inspire others.
Yeah. With our platforms, we can inspire a lot, and hopefully we do.
Yeah, for sure.
Like in positive ways,
Yeah.
right? But still, and then you want to make it fun too, still, and like you know, have the light stuff mixed
for
in.
sure.
But I feel like people can always see what's genuine and what's not, like, you know, like authentic, like just, you know, that video is just very genuine, authentic, just like her being here, you know, it's not like a team getting together and like, what do you want to do? You know, and
If
like,
it was the team, it'd probably be like, no, we should probably not do it in your bathroom. And like,
but I feel like
should
today's kids and the like audience today, like the more like real and the more personal it can feel is what they like. So
yeah, it depends the style of content too. You know, you put a lot of production in your videos and it shows. And it's like, you know, the work that you do, like that's why I loved following you and seeing what you're working on, like those music videos too. I'm like,
girl.
Yeah.
You want to know something? I did that behind Mac's back. Mac did not
Really?
know. And it was just so funny because I was like, how can I inspire kids to be something more?
Yeah.
And then I asked Mac, I was like, hey, can we do this? They were like, no.
yeah.
And I said, I don't care.
I'm doing
it.
Wow.
And so to be this sort of like self-made pop star, I was like, let me just do for the kids. Like, they can do it.
Yeah.
It was playing at the club. I was like, they're playing my song up at this gay club. It's so sickening.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And
so-
that's, you know, that's what I've noticed about being successful on social media or on these platforms is just doing what you're passionate about and putting in the work and not just being like, you know, I don't know. It's just like, no. Set that goal, have whatever it is, don't have it be a trendy thing, don't have it whatever it is that you believe in, and just like start creating towards it.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't know how, watch a YouTube video.
Right?
Yeah.
have to.
Like teach yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because you're basically self-taught, right?
Yeah, I'm self-taught. Literally, it was just me and girl, I was my own fake manager with my deep voice. I was like,
Same.
yo, what's up? We got Patrick Starrr. Like, what you want? Yeah, this and that. And I was like, I'm just going to teach myself how to be an entrepreneur.
That's so awesome.
How to be a business person. And I guess it just manifests. I learned this really, really early on when I worked at Panera, when I wanted to do YouTube. I remember being in cashier, and I remember seeing this dishwasher boy do the dishes, scrub the toilets. The next day he would like do the sandwiches or do the soups or do the salads, do the bakery, bake the bread. And then I remember I had worked at Mac. I had left Panera. I had worked at Mac, and I came back, and he was like the GM. I was like, oh shit, he the manager now. And I took a step back and I was like, oh, that made a lot of sense, because he would know how to manage everything. So if I'm gonna be an influencer, a lot of the kids spoiled nowadays. They think they need lighting, an editor, they need the best. So for me, I was like, I'm gonna be my own manager, I'm gonna be my own producer, my own writer, my own, a little bit of everything. Because once I started hiring people, I was able to give them the Patrick Starrr DNA and transfuse my creative style.
That's the
onto
best way to
them.
put it. I'm
So
just like over here,
yeah. So even everything now, when I have my meetings, like no one is out of line.
Yeah.
Because I say, like, if you're listening, you're business people and you work with a team and you're the boss, my song is, when I move, you move, just like that.
Yeah.
When I move, you. So no one steps out,
like
just
that.
like that.
Yeah.
So no one moves out of line, and I think
Yeah.
it's really cool, because I think the more popular you get, the more people that work for you, it just gets crazy. And you you see it happen with these stars in like 2007, 8, 9, even early before. You get a lot of the yes men around you. You start to grow up and you see the turmoil of the celebrity and the downfall of them, because they're being told yes, or they don't know their own voice. So it gets really, really crazy when, you don't know where to stand, because you feel like you're at the top of this pole, and the pole is just swaying like a leaf in the wind, and you don't have like a good foundation. So I think when I, hired people, producers, production assistants, my publicist, my manager, X, Y, and Z, I interview everyone in the room, because I want to make sure that they know Patrick Starrr, the turban is staying on my head, not yours, and we're all going to work together.
That is your
That's like the best thing, yeah.
I love that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a good way to put it.
I know, he puts everything
Yeah.
in
I think 'cause a lot of kids are scared. I think a lot of
Yeah.
kids don't. I feel like a lot of even some influencers are like, oh my God, I just need an assistant. Like,
It's like,
okay, but for what? I don't know like everything.
oh my gosh, I have friends that
Do you have
hire.
that?
I have friends that hire an assistant.
Hire and fire.
Yeah, and also so that they can call them and remind them to eat. I'm like, what?
I'm always intrigued about how success works and entrepreneurship, and I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
And every story is different, and how
Yeah,
things work.
there's no blueprint.
Different things work for different people, and something that might work for you won't work for me. What works for
Right.
you? It's like, it's all different.
Yeah.
Same with content. Same with the audience who likes our content.
And it's not easy. If you're watching or listening, if it was easy, we all be be thriving. But there's always going to be someone else bigger, someone else happier. And I think as long you have to check yourself first before you check or hire anyone else. I think that's the most important thing. I ate in my car on the way here.
Yeah.
No one reminded me
well,
about.
thank you for that.
I will show you my lunchbox, girl. It's my lunchbox in my car.
I love that. Legit lunchbox.
Tell her I have a lunchbox in the car.
Yeah?
Yes. And I fed myself. Yes.
Amazing. Yep.
I may not have bent down to put on these shoes, but
I don't blame you for that. I mean, that's a struggle for me. I really like how you put that though, and it shows that it's almost a blessing being able to work for where you are, because you're building that foundation, then a just quick rise to fame.
it's like makeup. You start with foundation, add a little bit of concealer, a little bit of sparkle, and then everything comes into place. Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good way to put it.
Yeah. Also,
Really,
decorating
who
a
are you?
home. That's how it is.
So magical.
Yeah. But I've been obsessed with how it works, and I think
All
I'm
right,
able to
you have
translate
great
this.
advice. We're gonna go into the honey pot, and this is
Okay.
where fans write in
Oh,
their diary entries, their little honeybees.
cute.
Take a tip from the honey dip.
And there you go.
Thanks.
So, we will have us, aka you, give them our best advice.
Cute.
Oh, honey, I would like to get advice about my current situation. I'm 18 years old and I'm currently losing weight. Started at 313 pounds, now 260. I have never had confidence on how to talk to girls or anything. Just wondering what I should do when I have lost all the weight I want. Will girls care about loose skin? Will I be able to meet a girl, or will I be too weird with loose skin? You are both beautiful. Thank you for reading. Have a great day.
Wow. Well, first of all, congratulations for
Right?
losing that weight.
Right?
Right.
that's the goal.
Second of all, I think don't think about the skin. Don't think about the way a mantra to live by is life opens up when you do. So I think you shouldn't be tied down to anything. For me, I'm brown, I'm gay. I've been called every hate word in the book as I started to grow on social media. I started losing my hair at 17. Nothing stopped me. Yeah, I cashed my check with Mac, okay?
Yeah,
and this
like,
turban is sitting on my head, palettes for days, and I'm, one of the leading beauty bloggers in the digital space. And I've partnered with celebrities, so for you to just, also to surround people that love you for you, all the skin, all the love, and I think just finding that tribe, because I think instead of finding validations through girls, I think find validation within yourself first. Also, I guess check yourself every day. Like when you go to sleep, like how do you feel? When you wake up, how do you feel? Did you do your Amanda Cerny face mask? Did you do your gratitude? I think it's really important to check yourself in the morning and at night, whether you write a journal, whether you do a video diary, so you're able to check yourself. Because I feel like a lot of people that go through this stuff like relapse. And man, I'm back at day one. But I think if you track your progress, I think that's the good thing about social media too. Like create a private Instagram account and track your emotions for the day. And then if you're feeling down, maybe make a video message for yourself of how great you freaking are, so you can watch it over again.
Such a cool idea. Yeah.
Amanda's like, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, I think it's important. I've had some fans do that for their loved ones, like, Patrick, my girl's down, or oh my gosh, they got kicked out, like, is there anything that you can say? And they'll message it to me and be like, hey, I had this for years and you really, really inspired me to play it over. So I think it's important. Self-love is the best love.
Yeah, and that's a great idea too, because when you're in your happy moment too, or your like reflective moment, and being able to get that and record that as a reminder to yourself, that's it's so amazing.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen when you least expect it too. Would you say so for when you find y'all's boyfriends?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I always say that when you're not looking for it, that's when it comes.
Yeah, that's always the case. It's like anytime you're obsessing over a person, or anytime that you're like searching and desperate for something, whether it be a boyfriend or for work or for like anytime with desperate, it's like, okay, that's when you're just like wanting and feeling bad and not really just doing the thing that attracts what you want in life. And with work, it's like that comes putting the work in. But yeah, that never comes when it's at that point.
Right.
With relationships, it's when I'm not focusing on it, when I'm focusing on me, what I want to do, like what makes me feel good.
Right.
And then I think that energy other people pick up off of.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised you haven't had a million boyfriends.
Yeah, I'm like,
I wish, girl.
Are you
just a million
your
subscribers,
DMs?
girl. That's better.
Have you looked at your DMs?
I have, but they're just filled with love, and if they're like grimy or nasty or thoughtish, then thank you, next.
Yeah.
Right. No, 100%.
Got it.
Yeah.
The thing is that, and I love that, like, you haven't needed it your whole life, and you don't need it. And if you want it, I'm sure you can get it.
But that's what I'm saying, is like, it's so crazy, because what she was just saying, when you're just focused on you, all that stuff, that's always when it comes. So it's like, that's what you're doing all the time. So it's, they're like knocking on the door. You're probably just like, I don't see you, I'm too busy.
Or just really high standards.
Yeah, that too. I guess I could say I'm picky, but I guess it's a matter of time. It's scary. I mean, you guys
You
are on
have to
social
be.
media.
That's the way you
It's
should
scary.
be.
Yeah.
Even when you were single on social media, it's scary, right?
Yeah, you never know what people's intentions are.
Right.
You never. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I've had chats with celebrities, and I won't drop any names, but they've had the same expressions, and it's even from celebrity to social media to even none of the above. It's you just never know. You just never know.
Crazy.
So I think when the time is right, it's right.
Yeah. And you know what I went with? The person that I went with wasn't like the biggest celebrity in the world, the most like not a billionaire out there, It's like people are like, oh, you're at that, why aren't you dating people like, and I'm like, the person that I went with, no matter over everything, was the person that is the sweetest, the kindest, the most genuine, caring, loving person that I have ever met. And I'm like, that's what stood out to me the most. It's like when I met him, you just felt that from him, and it was genuine. And that like stuck with me. And then I immediately made that person that had all that my friend. I was like, you're my friend. And then over time.
Well, I'm picking up something right now. The thing is, it's a domino effect. I think if you know yourself and you check yourself, then you'll be able to check others too, and they'll be able to check you back. So I think that's how it has to go from inside and out. Like once you know that, people will what you put in your body and what you tell your body, what you tell your heart. I think people will feel that too. Because I'm an empath. Like I feel people. There's energy. It's a vibe. And I think once you learn that, and I think I've just told myself that ever since I was growing up, I was like in my cup half full, never half empty. I'd be so blessed, so grateful for what I have, regardless if it was nothing. And I think that's translated to me today at 29. So I think, through that person's weight loss or through that, I think if you keep preaching self-love, then people will already see that from you. If you think about it, misery loves company.
Right.
So if you're like, man, I'm overweight, I can't do that, and then you get other people like, yeah, man, I feel like shit too, like, and that's not the party I want to be that.
Right.
No.
So that's just what it is.
100%.
You're not relating over like the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Manifesting things and vibes and all that. It's so true. Have you guys ever seen that thing that they did? They told they had 2 apples from the same batch, from the same tree, whatever, and they told one hate words, just told it sucked, it was horrible all day, and then they told the other one this the same type of apple, just beautiful things, you're amazing, you're perfect, you're beautiful. The one that they said all the mean things to died, shriveled up with after 5 days.
Really?
And the other one was just as beautiful and amazing.
All that negative energy towards the apple.
And it aged that apple. They've done
Patrick's
it with
gonna go
other
home,
fruits. They've done it with flowers.
drilling in apples.
Yeah, they've done it with flowers. They've done it with apples. They've done it with fruit. It's crazy, and it makes you really think if that apple's affected by it, what are us humans affected by that?
Yeah, they do say to go and tell your flowers, and I do this in the morning, and probably my neighbors think I'm a crazy person, but I go out, I'm like, hello, pretty flower. You're gonna grow great today. I love you. Because my mom has gardens and stuff. She has a green thumb.
Is that her ritual too?
Yeah, she always she
good.
talks to her flowers.
That's
I'm out there doing that too, but it's that's the thing. I've definitely heard that, and I definitely do that. So I'm a weirdo.
But they show studies that it releases endorphins. If you're angry but you smile for 10, 20 seconds, it releases an endorphin in you to be happy, like working out, or if you have that power stance that Obama does, hands on the hip, or if your chest is open and you fix your posture, you release endorphins that help you. So there are scientific studies that show.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sitting here this.
We're here.
Yeah. Take a deep breath. Yes.
Smile. People are gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Little
wrong with that girl?
exercise.
I'm really upset right now. I'm trying to be happy.
Maybe it's just that morning meditation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whatever it may be for you. Mine's a face mask. Yeah.
Good.
Did you ever go to your dances?
Yeah.
Yeah?
By myself? No, not by myself, but with friends.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
Yeah.
I'd probably take my picture by myself on the little backdrop.
Yeah.
Memories.
You probably had more fun than I did.
Yeah?
Yeah, whenever I was going to dances, I was like, all right, I have to dress up, I have to get ready. This is the whole thing. I have to...
That was your favorite part, probably.
Yeah. No.
Well, I didn't wear makeup in high school. I didn't wear makeup. I wish, bitch.
Yeah.
I wish.
Why didn't you? It was because...
No, it was just I wasn't interested in makeup. I was just I was in marching band.
Yeah.
So I was hella tan with the little band geeks and everything, and I was so chill.
You just wear
I was busy cashing in, doing everyone's hair for prom.
You're I'm not gonna.
I needed you.
Yeah,
I needed you then.
Curling, rollers, makeup, lashes, everything.
Oh my gosh.
I
Well,
loved you.
you're no wonder why you're so successful and you're killing it.
Thank
and you're going to
you.
continue to do so. And I'm
You
so
as well,
excited
both of you.
to watch you keep growing. So thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
And this outfit is incredible. You guys need to watch this. You can't miss this.
You have to watch.
Make sure
So
you
amazing.
check out Patrick Starrr. And where can they find you for all of our
You can
audio?
find me on YouTube at Patrick Starrr. Everything 3 R's at the end. Patrick Starrr. Patrick Starrr. The others were taken, girls. So
Yeah,
we just had to add letters. letters.
I was like, oh, you made it fancy.
Patrick Starrr on Instagram, P Starrr Snaps on Snapchat, and Patrick Starrr everywhere else. Yeah.
Love it. And make sure to subscribe to our OHoney podcast on YouTube. I'm running out of air.
Oh, I thought you were like,
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, I could have played it off. On YouTube.
And listen to us on the go on Spotify, Apple Play, wherever you listen to your podcast. Download us and play us forever.
Please.
Please. I know I'm all aggressive, and just like, be nice. And follow us on Instagram too.
I
OHoney
love
Diary.
you guys so freaking much. Thank you for watching and listening.
Bye.
Oh, honey.
Oh, honey.
Oh, honey.